wonderful job.
It does.
All right, live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey,
Welcome. What? All right. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up? Let's get hype. Æther Chronicle. What's up? Woo.
I didn't hear anybody. The heck?
Yeah, that's a prompt for
everybody's
the players.
Is everybody's
Yeah.
mic? Oh, I think everybody's mics are muted.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wanna
Was
try that
everybody's mic
again?
muted? Æther Chronicle. Let's go.
Æther Chronicles.
Woo!
I think everybody's mics are muted again. It must be a bug, audio bug. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Is there a production error? Not this time.
Yeah, I think. No. Oh man. I like what you Spio, I like what you did with Aoife's like text on her name. That looks really good. That's a great font. I like that.
Found it on Canva.
All right. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. I'm gonna have to figure out which font that is. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to the 9th episode of the Æther Chronicle. This is a game where we have multiple players coming in each week. Their characters pooled from all different places and times and various fantasy worlds, and in a vast wilderness where they can go out and they can explore. And every new character start at level 1. Recurring characters have that experience that they've gained and level up. Very West Marches style. And yeah, I mean, super fun. It is created by us here at Mortal Woes, brought to you by Zero Limits Gaming. Zero Limits Gaming is a community gaming network built on the premise of non-toxic professional players, where streamers and gamers of all different types of games can get together and they can have fun. If you'd like to join XLG, Mortal Woes, or come and play with us the next time we play, go ahead and hit that invite link and you can join our family today. Before we jump in, I'd like to thank everyone for coming and playing the game. Thank you guys so much. You're the whole reason that we do this every week. Like to thank our producer, Spio, faceless producer, for just making it look so amazing. And I'd also like to thank the artists over at artlist.io for providing us with cool music and sound effects. Before we get started in our adventure, let's go ahead and introduce who will be playing this week. We'll start over here. I'm going to point my finger and see where it goes. Boop. With Rox. Rox, if you'd like to go ahead and introduce yourself. And
Hello.
character.
I am Rock's captain. I am once again joining back playing Eric Fields and his trusty steed, Bailey the pig. Eric is kindred. I think I'm saying that right. If you're a Dragonlance fan, I am so sorry. I probably mispronounced it.
Kindred, I think a kindred. Yeah.
Yeah. And Eric Fields has his own band of brew called Eric Fields or Fields Good Ale. Y'all can thank me later for the wonderful pun.
Mm-hmm.
He is a bit brazen and foolhardy, and is, well, as Fields Good Ale suggests, is going around trying to find wonderful things to turn into alcohol.
Ooh. All right. We'll go to Squishel D. If you our newest player this week signed up, if you'd like to introduce yourself and the character you'll be playing this week.
Yeah. I'm Squishel D. And as you can see, I'm wearing a wizard's hat.
A wizard in real life, right?
Yes, I
I thought
often joke that I am the space wizard,
so.
but it's more just an excuse to wear a silly hat, really.
I believe in you, Squishle the Space Wizard.
Anyway, yeah, I'm playing a character named Denali, and he's kind of a he's an astral elf, but he grew up in wild space. He's very similar to a certain fictional character. Not sure if I could say who they are without.
You can tell us who your inspiration is. It's fine.
Oh yeah, he's definitely inspired by Vi from League of Legends.
Nice. Cool character design.
And he's got these big metal hands, and he'll just, I mean, you could pull up a picture on the stream so people
And
see.
magic abilities.
Yeah, he could teleport around. He can make these crazy lights appear and do crazy things.
So you're
And
a space wizard playing pretend as a space wizard this week?
yes, absolutely. That is
Love it.
correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to have you at the table.
Mhm.
And so thank you so much for joining. All right.
Yep.
So let's move over to Astira, a returning player. Would you introduce yourself and your character?
I'm Astera playing Aoife. I'm a Harrigan, a rogue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
With a mysterious past.
With a mysterious past and a mysterious little creature in her lantern.
Yes, you like to collect little creatures. It turns out.
So Pokemon. No.
Essentially. Possibly
That's
Pokemon trainer.
every dungeon master's favorite thing is just a bunch of little NPCs that they have to pretend to be all the time, following the party around. It's
You
their
guys do a great
favorite.
job.
Yeah, if you really
Um,
want to make friends with your DM, this is exactly how you do it. Don't fight anything.
Yeah.
Just roll to persuade them to be your friends, and then it's just your DM role
I'll
playing
keep
amongst
doing it.
himself
Don't make
the
me.
whole session.
And I think so this is not only do we have rotating players, but we have rotating dungeon masters as well. And I think Spio's our producer and also dungeon master for the game, his favorite thing is to, when he is the dungeon master, to give you guys a bunch of things that I then later have to pretend to be. It's a thick game he plays.
I like it.
Oh,
I respect it.
all right. And that brings us to Lion. Would you like to introduce yourself and the character you'll be playing?
Hi, I'm Lion. I'm playing Emberrot. He's the Death Domain Cleric, Bugbear. It's wonderful to play with you all.
It's wonderful to play with you, Lion. I'm so glad that you keep signing up to come back and play.
I'm being forced to by my sister.
What do you
Are
mean?
you? You're being forced.
She's forcing me to.
Funny because it's always you mentioning in the chat that you're going to play and that you're going to ask her to join you. If I'm not mistaken, there might be an actual log of that.
You'll have to show me later.
Not to call him out. All right.
But maybe just a little.
But maybe just a little. All right. So with that, oh, and a special shout out to some new viewers here. We have Here There Be Monsters. What's up, guys? Great little community. They stream as well. Go check them out. and but they're currently at the gym, and they've decided to tune in while they're doing their reps. So thank you guys so much.
Cue the Pokemon music.
Yeah, cue the Pokemon. I wanna be. I would literally. That was one of my gym songs actually, and then and Mama Woes, one of our greatest supporters and heroes, and just a patron. If I was a warlock, Mama Woes would be my warlock patron. It's where we get all of our power from. And thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out. All right. With that, um, I think it's time to do a little bit of a recap. Last week, in the town of Chronicle, on the continent of Æther, a strange thing happened. A force, almost 100 strong, of these hyena-like humanoids with their savage Crenshaw, these hyena-like dogs that have the ability to flip their own skin on their faces backwards, revealing the bone and sinew underneath to cause fear of anyone who is witnessing that in the moment. Stormed through the town of Chronicle, but not to lay waste to the town, not to overthrow it, not to hurt anyone there, but rather to kidnap and take alive as many patrons of this town as they could. In the chaos that was happening, the characters rushing out of Alana Goldenbrew's bar, trying to like assess the situation. Many characters were taken, and in the last moments, Rig, a beloved goblin witch, one of the first characters to stumble into Æther and join Chronicle, was brought to her last breath. Standing above her in dark bladed armor, adorned so tacky with like skulls and spikes all over it for no reason, and holding aloft a large, like a great sword with a vibrant red blade, glowing with some strange magical energy, and a cackling hyena mage holding a staff that it seemed to be driving them mad in some way, controlling their mind. Aoife calls out, "Take me instead! Take me instead!" To which they did, leaving Sprig alive, or well, dying on the ground. This mage placed the staff on Aoife's forehead, her eyes beginning to glow with that strange kind of reddish orange energy, her mind taken over, marching alongside of this invading force. These hyena men, as these kind of cages on sleds and wagons drug through the forests surrounding Chronicle, deeper. I think, where would you guys like to start? Would you like to start in the town with the characters deciding what they would like to do, or would you like to start in the encampment of this invading force?
I think we can start off with Aoife and Squishle, sorry. Where
You-
they're in the encampment, and then we can pan back.
You'd like to start there?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then pan back to the town and the aftermath.
All right. Let me find the. I think it's this one. Yeah. All right.
Castle.
All right. Can everybody see?
It's a black screen for me.
Black screen.
Oh, okay.
It's black.
All right.
I could see. Now I
Okay.
can see the whole thing.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there it is. It popped up.
Where's this Halo music coming from?
That's coming from the VTT.
Mm.
All right. All right.
I do
Wow.
not see it, but I will just go with it.
Oh, you should be able to now. Try reloading real quick. But you should be able to. Everybody should have vision.
There it goes.
We pan through the woods along these long sled marks to a castle run down and ruined. Moving about this place, packs 3 to 4 at a time of these hyena kind of men and women, carrying barrels, clearing out various foliages, building camps and tents, standing atop the walls, some of them barking at each other and getting into like a little bit of a fist fight. We move in through this through the castle walls, deeper inside, where you see a large crystal glowing with this like orange energy, and it's pulsing. Standing around this crystal, you see the hyena mage with its staff in its hand, its arms aloft, and about 4 or 5 other hyenas, all with feathers dangling and these strange effigies of like woven branches and bird skulls. All their eyes all glowing orange, chanting kind of in front of it. And walking across the top of the wall in that large plate armor, holding that sword made of the same kind of strange crystal material glowing with that orange in the plate armor, arms crossed and just watching over everything. You see that dark paladin, eyes squinting, intelligent and vibrant. He reaches over and calls out, "Galthak!" The mage turns around with his glowing eyes. "Yes, Lord." And he bows. "It is time. The blood moon rises. Prepare another sacrifice." Of course. Of course I will. Yes. And he begins to clamber off deeper inside the castle. Going inside and down a set of stairs. Aoife, you're awoken your head is throbbing. The confusion of what happened, whenever you said take me, and to getting here is throbbing in your head, and you find yourself in a caged area, in a cell. Bare stones, underground, hay scattered about, and you see the other members of Chronicle in other cages, kind of together. Let me see who all was taken. We had let's see, PCs. Here we are. Fossil, Drakovich, Himbo and Jackie B, Masker, and Tuk Tuk. No, Tuk Tuk wasn't taken. I believe those were all of them that were taken. Fossil, Drakovich, Himbo, and Jackie B. All kind of like chained up against a wall. And then your vision goes away for a second. I would like for you to roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, I can't click my character. I usually click it to.
It's under the attributes.
Oh, I
You'll-
can grab your character for you.
Thank you. Sorry, I usually click it to do this stuff.
That's okay. There you go. I dropped your token on the. Should be
Wisdom,
okay.
you said?
Yes, make a wisdom saving throw. No, sorry, charisma saving throw.
I'm blind again. It's all over.
That's okay. On the left-hand side of your character sheet, you'll see strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Found it.
Nice. 13. The moments pass, days, hours, you're not sure. And like smelling salts underneath your nose, you fight through something trying to keep you confused, keep you asleep, compliant, and you wake up inside this cage.
Is everybody
You're
else awake or asleep?
you look around in your cage. It seems that you go ahead and roll a perception check for me as you're looking around.
Oh, that was so close to that one.
So you see there's somebody chained up beside you that you don't recognize, and that's the other person in the cell with you. And in a cell, there's 2 people per cell.
Okay.
And so the cell beside you, you see a himbo chained up against the wall, kind of drenched in sweat, maybe a little blood matted in his fur, head kind of chin on his chest.
And I'm chained up and I can't do anything at the moment, right?
You notice that there are shackles on your wrists, and a single chain connects the 2, and it moves through like a ring on the wall.
Can I slide
You-
out of them?
Go ahead and roll me a a sleight of hand check. 15. As you're pulling, you don't see, there's like nobody else is moving, right? And as you're pulling, your thumb begins to slide out, right? And your fingers begin to slide out, right? And just at that moment, you hear the door kind of open up,
Well, I'm sliding my hand back in.
right? And you see this long shadow coming from some distant light in the hallway. Who will it be? Who will it be? A long staff with the glowing orange light comes around the corner. The way that it's running along the walls distorts this creature's features into this like angular perversion of what it is in the solid daylight.
So it looks like the humans in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. A long thing of drool comes from the open mouth of this creature.
I'm gonna pretend I'm knocked out.
Okay. Go ahead and make a deception check as he runs his staff across.
No,
Hmm.
no.
I'm gonna roll.
I was gonna say, how's the lighting in there?
It's dark except for the glowing of this orange staff. Do you have dark vision, Aoife?
I don't know.
Does the
looks
Knoll
like-
have dark vision?
Oh.
I love that you say.
Way to check me. Way to check me.
I really hope he doesn't.
All right,
Let's
we'll
give
roll
him
again.
advantage. Sorry, I tried.
You rolled a 7. He got it.
Am I here? Can I see anything?
You're okay, so you're over there. I would like for you to roll a charisma saving throw for me.
Me?
Mhm.
Denali? Okay.
Yeah, have
Charisma.
Denali rolls a charisma saving throw.
I just clicked the 14. Is that what I'm clicking?
No, the actual word charisma. Click on
Oh,
that,
okay.
and it'll ask for a saving
Saving throw. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Public roll.
Mhm.
All right. Here we go. Normal. Ah, no way.
And you are aware of what's happening, but you're unable to like control your body or whatever. Like you can, like a dream, like you can see it, but everything's so heavy, you know? It's like you're moving through sand.
Oh boy.
Well, do we have a volunteer? um,
Is he looking in our cage?
yes, at you. Pretending to be asleep?
Oh no.
I don't think that'll do. And he
She
goes
snores
to lift his,
louder.
he pushes the staff through the bars, and at that moment, you hear the cracking of stone. Yeah, get off of her. Why don't you pick on somebody your own size? As Jackie B pulls against her chains, and they snap. Well. Come on, then. Me and you. And she runs at the door and tries to and like kicks it, right? And it rattles. Come on, come on, and begins shaking it. What do you put that staff down? Why don't you? Let's see who's really got it going. Come on. Not such a big man without that, are you? He turns his attention away from you and walks over to Jackie. Anybody want to wake up now? This would be a good time.
Oh no.
Imbo? I have dark vision.
So yeah, I can see, right, with my dark vision.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you have dark vision? I have
Yeah.
dark vision. All right. Yes. Go ahead and roll another charisma saving throw.
Charisma? Okay. Let's see.
Roll a charisma saving throw. Mm-hmm.
Normal.
Oh,
19,
love that.
baby!
Your eyes open in this moment. You are awake. You're conscious. You realize the situation you're in. Looks like we got a volunteer. And he begins to approach Jackie B. Lights begin swirling off of the staff and sparking and charging. I didn't think this one through, did I? Himbo, wake up! And she goes over and slaps Himbo. Not so fast. And he, you see a bit of energy come off the staff and kind of engulf Jackie B. He grabs at her head.
Do I do the take me again?
That's literally what Jackie just did for you.
Do I do the take
guess.
me? No. She did it for me. Probably something messed up.
Let me see Jackie's thing here.
Do we just keep distracting him, make him walk back and forth till everybody wakes up?
Jackie grabs at her head for a second, and you could see her muscles flex in pain and then immediately relax. And she turns, standing up straight, and in almost like a heel toe, like a soldier, turns around. That's better. Come with me. And he grabs the key off of a ring of keys, and he opens up the door. Jackie walks out, and he closes it and locks it back. You'll make a perfect sacrifice to Mother. Yes. And using this staff as it's glowing, you can see this mind control effect over Jackie. They begin to walk out.
Oh no.
What do we do?
I'm
Okay. I know I'm not there, so before I throw in any input, Gear, do you have any you're not there, don't say anything, or are you fine if I ask a prodding question?
You guys are playing together. I mean, well, I don't know.
Help me out, man.
Hey, I can
Eva?
seek divine information from the astral sea, so
Yeah.
there's a good
Eva?
chance I'd. Yeah. Go ahead.
To my knowledge, while they did make you drop your possessions back in town, they did not make you drop your lantern.
That's
How
true.
long of reach does your little thing have? And could he try
I
and
don't
swipe
know.
the keys after he goes away?
Oh, is that possible?
I don't know. It's your Pokemon.
Anything's possible.
Use
It's
it when
a
you need it.
world of fantasy. Yeah. They begin to slowly walk out of this room. Is there anything you guys like to do before they kind of cut the corner?
What he said? That's a pretty good idea. I like where he's going.
Go ahead and roll me a luck check.
Oh,
to
fuck.
see.
I'm scared.
I feel like no, you don't have any of your items, is what I had already said. So we're gonna just go ahead and roll a d20, and we're gonna see if you just so happen to like they left the lantern on you or not.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll, and we'll see. Because I feel like most likely it was taken from you.
Ah,
No. Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't have your lantern on you. They had taken that from you.
I'm about to slip out of these cuffs.
Hmm. Squish, was there anything you wanted to do before they round the corner?
Do some voodoo shit.
I don't have my gloves.
Uh,
And I'm a
They
fighter.
round the corner and they go up the stairs. You
Uh,
guys Squish, whenever you woke up, you were pretending to be asleep as well.
I didn't say anything. I just kind of sat up and looked at him.
You sat up and kind of looked over just as they were turning the corner. Aoife, you realize that the prisoner that is in the cage with you kind of is moving around, eyes open, looking around, and does not have that same sort of orange glow as as everyone else that's imprisoned here.
hey, you. Can you hear me? I try to get that guy's
is-
attention.
You guys are about 5-10 feet away from each other.
I mean, I have dark vision, so I can see
It's the first
everything
thing he
in the
says to you.
room. No. I'm gonna say, please tell me you have swallowed if he has to slip out of those things.
I got my thumb out.
Oh my
I think
goodness.
I can.
Should I try and slip out of these things, or is it kind of a moot point?
Yes, roll me an acrobatics check. Aoife,
Acrobatics?
sorry,
Okay.
sleight of hand.
Oh,
And
I
Aoife,
shouldn't have said anything.
are you going to go ahead and pull your hand out?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah!
Let's go.
All right. Take 2 points of damage as to your hand as you slip it out.
Me?
No, Aoife. But Squish, you take 1 point of damage as you slip your hand out through the manacle as well.
Do you take the points of damage off, or do we?
You can just give yourself a point of damage.
I don't.
Or
I
take
don't
points
think
for
I've
you.
ever done that. I think you guys
I'll take care of
usually
it
do
for
it.
you.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it either.
I'll take care of it for you. We'll take care of it. All right. So you take some damage as you guys wrench your hands out to your thumbs and into the skin on your hands and your knuckles as you slide them out.
Now what do we do?
I kind of rub my wrists with some dirt, to get it nice and healed up as they did back then. No, I'm kidding. And I turn to Aoife.
Yeah.
I say, if we could get me my gloves, I could get everybody out of here. Promise. And then, I don't know where they took them. Did you have anything with you when you came here?
My lantern is
Your
missing.
lantern? Oh, no.
He's probably getting hungry too.
Yeah.
He gets upset when he's hungry. Now, should we pan back to them? Or continue trying to get around?
What do you think, Justin?
What do you mean? Do you guys want to go from this moment over to back to the Chronicle? I think this is a good time. Like now that your hands are free but you're still locked in the cage.
Can we see the keys, or did he take them with him?
He took them with him for sure. They're on his person.
Dang it.
Should we get out and be sneaking around type of thing and then pan over?
It's up to you guys.
Should I try to should I
So they
try to
run
break
into us.
should I try to break the door open?
It might be too loud, you think?
I don't know. I mean, what else can we do? Is there anything?
I
mean,
might
it's
be
a
able to slip
here.
through them. Oh no, but he has the key.
If
Huh.
you're able to slip through, maybe you can try and find something to pick a lock.
Or my gloves. Find my gloves.
Where's the gloves?
I guess you'd have to do a perception check to see where anything was in the jailing room. Was it just cells? Can I roll a perception?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception
Oh.
check. See what's in the space. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Oh my gosh.
Looking for nothing.
Are you looking for anything in particular though?
I was
Oh
just-
no, that
it
one.
doesn't matter.
I mean, I could be looking for something to pick the lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys. Yeah, but say, are you guys? You guys can make a group effort out of this. Like, what do you guys? What are your choice?
I still have a roll. Should I be looking for something to pick the lock? I highly doubt the gloves will be in here. Do you want to try to find something to pick the lock, or
Well, both you guys can roll a history check for me if you want. To
Can
see
I
if
roll
you
with
can
advantage because of my whatever?
No, this will be strictly because like if you remember like because everything's like a distant memory from whenever you were mind controlled, right? So maybe you can remember to see if you can remember back to what the location, what's beyond this room because you have moved through this space, right? But you were just mind controlled. So let's see if you can like peer
Yeah, you
through the
give me that little
fog.
yeah?
seven.
All right, let's see. You guys got okay. Denali got a 20. Nice. And Aoife got a 10. Aoife, it's hard to remember. I mean, because you traveled for so long and this place was so strange to you. Denali, you remember that beyond this room is a series of dungeons. Is a dungeon that spans the beneath the castle. And in one of the rooms on the opposite corner of the jail cell is where they stripped all of your items and gear, and they had this large store of items and gear and weapons and riches
Do I still have my
behind a
robe on?
large wooden door. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have all your clothes. You just don't have any of your gear. Is there anything that Aoife, because you're a bit of a scoundrel, Aoife. You're right. You're a bit of a rogue and a scoundrel. Is there anything in Aoife's past where she may have may keep something hidden?
Maybe she has a hairpin. Huh?
Oh,
Yeah, hair, as in
yeah,
rabbit, Haragon.
yeah. I got hairpins, of course. That's a good idea.
Hmm?
Wait, I think I might have something. She jostles under her hood and pulls out a small pin.
Oh well, let's go ahead
Would
and
that work?
What were you saying, Justin?
go ahead and roll a. You said that you would probably keep something hidden on you, so and you think like a pin or maybe a set of picks or something like that.
Yeah, probably. I just
Probably
didn't.
like a. That's okay. I mean that's perfectly fine. What I want from you is a sleight of hand check. So we'll say like from your background, you've had to keep things like this hidden on you before, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say that it would have been stashed but we're gonna give a sleight of hand check to see if they found it or not.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Call
Oh yeah.
16. I was gonna say call it a DC 14. 16. Yes. You happen to have hidden on your persons a set of picks and thieves' tools.
It's like nestled in between the fabrics of her cloak or something.
Yeah. Multiple fabric. Do you think we could use this?
As she pulls out a perfect set of like lock picking tools.
That I'm probably gonna use this whole
I think
time.
this way you like you see a bundle of cloth and like a cylinder of cloth and rolls it out and it's just a bunch of picks and tools.
And a
What do
butterscotch candy.
What did
Oh,
I
wait.
get from my Arcana check or my history check?
The like you remember that being brought through the dungeon.
Oh,
Right,
right, that my stuff
underneath.
is on the other side of the room. Gotcha.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
you kind of remember like where the exit is, like how, or at least how you got down in here, where
Uh-huh.
the cells are, and then also where like the storeroom is.
Okay. I turn to her and say, "Can you please go to was it the storeroom or just across the cells?" I'm so confused.
You're so you guys are locked in the prison portion of the dungeon now, and in the opposite corner is where they took all your items and they're keeping them.
Oh, so it's way far away. Dang.
Yeah, you'll have to move through the dungeon.
That's why I was thinking if we get out and then it pans over to them, we kind of like run into them as we're searching for them, and then we can all be like, "Oh, let's all search for them."
Okay.
Potentially. Go ahead.
Potential.
Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check as you. Well, actually, don't roll the sleight of hand check yet. You reach through the bars with your tools and you begin working them. Right, and the camera goes into the keyhole in complete darkness, and then we pan backwards to the rest of our group.
Exciting.
Stressed out.
Or what
Um,
remains? The rest of our group.
Around a large hewn table. Tuck, 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 tuck. You see this like barbarian child, pointing at like a table and like saying his name, tuck, 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 and like hitting himself on the chest and punching his hand into his fist, tuck, tuck, and looking out the window to where the rest of the people were taken. Eric and Emberrot, you guys sit around this table with Tuk Tuk and with Bailey and with Alana, all like around the table.
I'm gonna say that this is probably after we spent a little while putting out some of the fires because they kind of
Yes.
they kind of burned down majority of our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will start off. So I agree with everything that Tuk Tuk just said. What do you say? And I
Tuck,
look
tuck,
to
tuck.
everyone else.
And he shakes his head.
I grab a napkin and a pencil, and we're gonna play Pictionary.
Better than just listening to him say his name over and over.
He sticks his tongue out of the side of his mouth and squints his eyes, and he like he's standing on top of the table and he squats down in that like 2-year-old like perfect
Yep.
posture squat position over top, like perfectly square over the paper. He grabs the pencil you gave him in a full fist and he begins drawing it. And after a minute or two, duck, and he holds it up, and it's just like it's like a kid's drawing of a hyena in like armor with X's over its eyes, and Tuck standing on top of him, like flexing his shoulders. And then a bunch of people, like a little bunny, like 2 little bunny people and a cow person and a robot, and they all have like hearts in their eyes, and they're like looking up at him. And this is obviously Tuck saves the day.
That's adorable.
Yes, Tuck. We are gonna go save the day.
You see a picture of you with like a lump on your head,
Did
like in
they-
the background too.
Bailey's probably like turned into bacon or something. Yep, I'm
Yeah,
aware.
yeah.
I do say, since this is probably, like I said, us coming together after putting out the literal fires around town, I do say that I gave Aoife a bag of ball bearings so that way she can help leave us a breadcrumb to where they go if they try and cover their tracks. And hopefully we can catch up with Sprig before she gets herself captured again. But I think we need to.
I would ask Spio in this moment, who plays Sprig.
Correct.
Spio, when Sprig like turned into a giant spider and cackling madly, and like stormed off, into the forest. Was it a one-man mission, or do you think that following the ball bearings, maybe following the group, she would return with information?
I would say that Sprig is currently on a hunt. And if, kind of like I've been saying in chat, if she was level 3 and had locate object, she'd be hunting down her butterscotch candies that she gives people to follow their trail.
Oh.
But yeah, she's on a mission, so you guys might show up to the castle and there might not be anybody alive.
Oh, so she's not returning. She's on a one-man mission.
Yeah, she's
Full Rambo.
Yeah, trying to save the Frans.
Got you. Full Rambo. So after waiting, Brig has not returned, and it doesn't seem like Brig is gonna return.
I'm not gonna lie. I also wasn't expecting Sprig to return. She was hellbent on ruining their fun, and I was not about to stop it. But I was gonna, But we should have a trail back to Maybe we'll get there and chaos is already in. Who knows? But I was gonna say that maybe we should plan for the worst, to where we might need to come back and be ready to, I don't know, do surgery stuff or something. I'm new to this. I mostly just wander by myself.
Should we loot the blacksmith's house before we run off and follow the ball bearings? See if we can grab any armor or anything. Gear up. Grab everyone's stuff.
Yeah, we can potentially rummage through some of the places to see if there's anything useful.
Can we say we did it already while putting out the
While
fires?
we were putting out fires and searching for people that may or may not have just hidden.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was that? One more time. Search for like hidden people who are hiding?
Yeah, like if anyone was either hiding from the attacker and or useful things as we're putting out the fires throughout people's houses?
Yeah, okay. So I think that as you're like going through and searching, you do find a few things. The swords that all of the hyena people were using have a like they're like these like short swords or scimitars almost. They're scimitars is what they are, but they're particularly jagged and hooked in a unique way that provides like extra combat opportunity. They look like they're made to like hamstring whenever they attack, instead of kill per se. But it looks like you can kind of rip at muscle, slowing creatures down. So they have a special attack action. So you guys find let me go ahead and roll a dice for that. You guys find oh, there it goes. Two of these like specially hooked things. You also find that they were wearing boots. And see. Let me go ahead and roll another d6 for that. You find one pair of these boots that they were wearing that seem to allow you to they have like special properties to them. They give you advantage on survival checks when tracking a creature that you have when tracking a creature. As well as Letheon is here as well. This like this satyr bard or satyr warlock, whose patron is a music producer. And you find one more thing. Actually, somebody go ahead and roll me a d4. And I'll tell you all the cool stuff you find here.
Vengeance Spring. I'm dead, Sprig.
Oh, Vengeance Sprig, yeah. She's like she's like in a ghillie
So
suit, like a
creepy.
sniper, like climbing through like full. Oh no. They fucked up is what they did.
I
Bad.
sure did.
All right,
I am
two more.
bad.
All right. So you got two more items here. I will. Okay. So, I will say I'm gonna give you guys a choice. You find an amulet. You find arrows. You find gloves, and you find like bracers, and you find a helmet. That are all seem to like which of those four things, which oh and or a you find this like large kind of stone, this like orangish stone. Of those things, of those 5 things, which 2 do you want? I'll give you guys an option of those 5 to pick 2 of them, and that's what
Um,
you'll have available.
I don't use a bow. I was about to say let's put it to chat, but there's 7 ads going right now.
Oh, we have ads going right now. Okay, that's fine.
So there was an amulet, arrows, gloves,
Mm-hmm.
an orange stone, or bracers. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Or one more item, or one more weapon, or a weapon,
Or another weapon.
or another weapon. Yeah. I'll yeah.
I don't know, Ember Rot. What are you thinking?
The helmet sounded pretty cool.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to snag a helmet?
Yeah.
I will snag an amulet.
And you want the amulet.
Yep.
Okay. You find an you find this strange amulet that requires attunement to be able to fully understand it. If you would like to
Okay.
attune to it.
Sure.
Wonderful.
It's cursed. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm okay with that.
There you go. And then a helmet. Let me pull up a cool helmet for you. So as you begin like messing with this helmet, as you begin messing with this amulet, kind of explain to us the process of like attuning to it and understanding its abilities.
The process for my character to attune to magical items.
Mhm.
In
this particular one, now that you know the abilities that I sent to you.
Honestly, I think he just kind of fidgets with it mindlessly as he goes about his doing other things. Just treating it like one of those little fidget toys.
Okay.
Because he has he's a little more impulsive. He needs things to do. Every once in a while, like as he's thumbing it over, then maybe he notices an inscription that just kind of pops in his head, like, "Ooh, that's what that means," even though he has no idea what it actually means, just because of like him messing with it for so long, and it just like the little crunk meme, it's all coming together.
Okay. And it's the abilities like wash over you, and your eyes gleam and glisten for a moment before becoming normal again.
Yep. And so what this amulet does is it confers the wearer protection against charms, confusions, fears, dominations. By ESP, I'm assuming like magical scrying, detecting of alignments, any like hold persons or stuns, psionics, sleeps, or enfeeble minds. So this is a pretty cool charm, all things considered, with what we all just saw. So that's what this awesome piece of equipment does.
All right. Oh, Lion, you get this helmet, and it also requires attunement. So it's a simple leather helmet that would be worn by like an infantry soldier, but in perfect condition.
Cool.
And over the next like hour of you messing with it, would you like to mess with it a little bit and try to understand what it might do?
Yeah.
All right. So you put it on, and you get a vision of a young 15-year-old, right? And there's an invading force coming onto his small village, huge invading force, and he's got this helmet on, and he's got a spear that's basically like a pitchfork that has been shaved down on the end, and it has the blade of a dagger wedged into it, and like banded with like some sort of like iron coils that have been roughly hammered, and he's looking back at everyone, and you see like 30 archers line up and pull back, and he's and he yells at the top of his lungs, and he begins running across the battlefield, mud splashing beneath his boots, heavy. You can feel the burning in your lungs of each heavy breath in this like crisp late fall morning. Like you can see the heavy fog coming out of your own, like out of his mouth, but it's your mouth at the same time, and and you can see the archers loose their arrows, and in a moment all of the sky blackens just for a second with all of these arrows, and you close your eyes, and you turn and you look, and you just twist your head towards your shoulder, and all these arrows plunking all around you. You open your eyes, and you could see 3 or 4, 5 arrows sticking out of the spear that you're holding in your hands, but on either side of your hands, your cloak full of holes, and almost a silhouette around you of the arrows as this helmet begins to glow, as the courage of that moment was recognized, revered, and embodied as a god blesses this hero who would stand against all odds. And you now have the helm of the foolish soldier, which gives you +5 AC versus missiles.
Is that magic missiles, or is that like missiles as in like any projectile?
Well, missiles are projectiles. Magic missiles are never miss. So no, not magic missile. Sorry. You would need something else to block a magic missile. In fact, you fast forward to this hero with his spear, the same spear, but this time he's much older, and he's fighting gallantly, and he comes across a mage. He spins his staff around, his a pauldron and some boots glowing, and I have been blessed by the gods because I am right and true. You shall not win this day. As like 5, 6 other battles before this that he's won because he's fighting for the right cause, and the god of war in this area, the god of protection, the god of like rising up against as the god of like of perseverance is like blessing this soldier, and this mage, who you can see they're kind of scared, seeing this warrior. Oh, it's him, and they hold their hand. This mage holds their hand out and casts magic missile, and it just blasts this kid. Blah 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 blah, and he falls to the ground. But why? And his life fades from him. So not magic missile.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So yeah, that's what you guys find.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna ask if. Well, I'm gonna say I plan on following the trail of breadcrumbs in order to go save our friends. Anyone else want to follow?
Yes, I'd love to go to help.
All right. So okay. I also need to ask Spio. Spio, how does this? You said that we were going to be doing a poll for some magical effects to be happening. Where is that poll happening? Do you want to tell me when that happens so that way?
Yeah, we did one
I'm-
earlier, and I sent
I
you
missed
the
it?
I sent you the response already of what the first one was, and then we can do another one later.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry.
That can be as vague or specific as you want. It could be isolated to one person. It could happen globally for any period of time that you
Gotcha.
wish.
I'm
Got
gonna
you. I'll let
die.
you. We will let chat interject. For whenever they want that to happen. For when they want the ability to happen. All right. So guys, sorry, I just wanted to clear that up. Because maybe they give you like a cool item or something too. Like
But
chat
before that,
gives
you
some
also
stuff.
heard, yo, any magic items over there for me? You holding out over there, Emperor?
Emberite, you see, oh god, what's his name? Roger, the bush that creature. Kind of. Does he have any? Has Roger like adorned any of the Death Domain cleric attire?
Yeah, instead of like a skull, he has like a halved walnut that's tied like around his
Oh,
neck
that's
and a
so
pendant.
cute.
You.
And
Hey,
he's also like
this is
grown some like
gruesome.
legs and arms. So he's like got a little bit taller as well as he's like kind of growing into this more humanoid figure to kind of mimic his master.
And he's like all legs, like all
Oh,
legs
wow.
growing, and these spindly branch legs.
He's like, before I found you in Nan, of course, I think it goes without saying that, you can't really be a king without a queen, you know what I mean? So there's that. But look
I
at
don't know
me.
what to say.
You proud?
You doing your prayers daily?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Pray to the death god.
Then pride shall be instilled upon me. As he like looks over to Roger and starts like praying to his god again.
He starts like flossing. Yeah. He said he's proud of me. Yeah.
Starts flossing. Like the dance of the death guard. Death's dance.
All right, you know what? I should probably stay back here and protect the village, right? Just in case any another ambush happens while you guys are out on the adventure.
Would it be better to stick in groups then?
Yeah, I think one group should probably stay here in case anyone needs any assistance after we come back, and or are just hungry because they might not be getting food, or they might have boo-boos, or
Yeah.
just
I can feed them too, That's kind of what I do. I make berries. I'll stay
Is
here and
Roger gonna call his
protect.
friends to help?
You know, I
What
could
was
call
that,
my
Estelle?
friends, right?
His
Yeah,
little
they're,
tree
they're
friends?
over at the farm.
They're all the way over there at the farm. You know.
Forgot to pick his berries up last session.
So I'll hold down the fort.
Bailey didn't. Bailey did
I'll
not.
be here when you get back. You guys have a safe journey, all right?
We will.
I think Tuk Tuk, whenever you mention, taking care of everyone, Tuk Tuk puts on his top hat as he is the mayor of Chronicle. He says, Tuk Tuk, and stomps his foot and stands proudly. Tuk Tuk, protect. Tuk Tuk, protect. He says.
Yeah. It is. Be sure to do our best to bring everyone back, Tuk Tuk.
I feel like they're sending like the misfit goons to go fix everything.
No. This is fine. This is fine.
Alana and Nan come around the corner and they have these like steamed buns that they've made, and they hand them to you guys. This has been imbued with my magics for a short time, and they should help you along your way. Yeah. And you get some of like Nan's baked goods. When you eat them, they should have the same properties as if I was healing, but they're limited. They're not as strong since I won't be there, but it's the best we could do in a pinch.
Thanks, Nan. We'll make sure to use them when the time's right, and if anyone else needs them, will make sure that they get them.
Yeah. So you guys get you guys get 4 of these like little buns.
Nice. 4 magic buns.
What do they do again?
They give temp hit points when eaten.
Yeah, Alana's like, well, so I mean, I haven't actually made these before, but I studied a lot about them. And we really haven't used our magic like this before because it's not supposed to be used like this. But theoretically, technically, it should kind of like heal you almost, but like for a short time. It's not really healing magic, but it's like kind of like healing magic. It's more like a shield, but it's not a shield because it's more like health, but it's like a health shield, if that makes sense.
I give Alana a hug and say thank you.
Alana hugs you back. You're welcome. Now I have to find out a payment plan for my patron. They're really getting aggressive with these letters, and you see just like a stack of like debt collection, like student loan debt collection letters that have somehow been teleported here to this like crazy plane of existence from wherever Alana came from to begin with.
It's the owls. Anyway, how much does it total up to? Because we're definitely taking their money to pay it off.
Alana begins to look through it. Well, so each letter it gets more, which like the interest rate is really aggressive. So 200,000 gold right now.
We will put a drop in the bucket. We'll get there.
Yeah. Um, yeah, we will get an education, they said. You'll make lots of money, they said. As like Alana kind of goes off and starts she prepares you guys like enough food for like a week or so to like go out. Yeah, so what's your guys' plan? What would you like to do?
Sounds like we're all
Um,
geared up now.
Yeah, I think I'm not exactly good at finding my way through things. So if Ember Rot is good at finding his way through things, he can wear those boots. I'm also not exactly one to kind of hack and slash in melee. So I don't know if maybe Ember Rot wants to, instead of using a mace, which seems to just kind of bounce off of things. Maybe use something. Yeah,
You see
maybe.
Bailey has one in her mouth, like a sword in her mouth, and she's like wiggling it back and forth.
Oh, that's
Most
right, Bailey.
dangerous pig on earth.
Yes, I scratch her ears and say "good girl," and then I just start throwing some stuff for her to swing at.
When you scratch her ears, she opens her mouth in a smile and immediately drops the sword.
Yep.
And then rolls over onto her stomach, or rolls over onto her back, so you can get her little tum tum.
But yeah, I'm not planning on taking a sword. I'm not all that great with them, but I don't know if Ember Rot, maybe you using a little bit more finesse rather than brute strength, it might be better for you if you can use it.
Sure.
And I'm gonna put the magic buns in my consumable inventory. But yeah, if it's just gonna be myself, Bailey, and Ember Rot, I'm good to vamoose.
What's the boots do again?
I think you said, was it advantage or a plus to survival tracking?
The boots, advantage.
Okay.
Advantage on survival when tracking a creature that you have hurt.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Did we injure but not kill any of them? I'm trying to think. I think most of them dropped like a sack of potatoes. Oh, and we need to find molasses.
You
Yep.
did not forget that.
I did not forget molasses. We need to also find molasses. So
A jar
money
of
for
molasses.
Yep, molasses, money for student loans, and our friends. Maybe in that order.
Oh my.
Oh, and oil. Apparently, oil is also on the shopping list.
Milk and eggs.
Yep. Yeah. We're going to our grocery store.
Milk and
We're
eggs,
gonna.
garbage bags,
Yeah.
laundry soap, just some staples.
Yeah. And we're gonna just kick down the front door. We're gonna say, Dracula, I know you're here. Where's my money, bitch? And then we're gonna go from there.
Oh, a wagon. A wagon.
Oh yeah.
I think that so Team Rocket, one of the characters who is in the town, but the player is currently sitting out this week because we rotate. It's a rotating cast, so if you'd like to play, you get rotated in. We prioritize new players. Alana Goldenbrew, as played by Night Fury, is a warlock, and her patron is her school. She got an education and a degree in hospitality. And right, there's Alana Goldenbrew here. Oh, and Alana's patron, as all patrons have requirements, requires her to pay back her student loans. And even though all of our characters here have been pulled through some crazy wormhole to a strange land of an unexplored wilderness. They seem to still be able to send her debt collection letters. He was a Lorehole student. Went to Lorehole.
And my character, as a kindred, are plane travelers, and so whether or not it's true, my character is saying that how the mail gets sent throughout all the different worlds and planes and
Just owls.
yeah, it's magic owls like Harry Potter.
Again,
Is it true? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen it. I've seen them pop up. I've just heard tales that they're owls. I don't know.
All right, so, all right. So, everyone, what would you guys? Go ahead and roll me a luck check, as you guys, the one of the last things that you check before you guys get ready to leave is the state of the wagon that Jackie B and so you open it up and you see a bunch of different wagon parts and pieces and things like that. But it's like suspended from the rafters and the wheels aren't on and it's nowhere near done, unfortunately.
Darn, we could have really used this
We're
wagon.
coming back with one of theirs. They had multiple. They'll never know it's gone. It's like a shopping cart, Walmart, right, Gear?
Right. All right, guys. So what would you like to do?
Yeah, I think with all those preparations done, I went ahead and did a short rest so I could get HP back. Yeah, I'm good.
You guys get a long rest in. Everybody gets a long rest
okay.
in. It's been
Cool.
it's been like a couple days kind of thing.
Okay.
Also, we're not that hyped up to go and save them.
Well, you had to put out you had to put out fires and all of that, right? And get prepared. It's been a little time has passed.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait for Sprig,
think-
who has not returned.
Oh, again, I don't think my character was under the assumption that Sprig was coming back until she fucked up literally all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not going to stop her. Go for it. Yeah, I'm good to venture off.
All right. So, Emberite, you said you're putting those boots on. You put the helmet on, and you guys are venturing forth. Go ahead and roll me a survival check, and I'll say that you guys, one of them was hurt. We'll say.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and give you advantage on that.
Do we get super advantage because we also have the ball bearings as breadcrumbs? I think we
Nice.
got it with the 22.
Yeah, I think you got it with 22. As you guys are moving through the woods, you go ahead and roll. Are you guys moving stealthily?
Right now, as we're first leaving,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah. We're gonna say like
Maybe...
almost like as a day passes, right, and into the second day, you start noticing signs of these like hyena creatures, right? Abandoned camps, rooted and dug up. You see like kind of bits of the forest burnt, bits of like this kind of ruinous destruction as they're as the and you're following like the sled tracks too as well. They're not hard to follow, but kind of staying off of the main trail where they might be.
Should we roll stealth?
Yeah, I think as we get to day 2 and we see signs that we're approaching them, we'll start to move a little more stealthy.
Okay.
Bailey's over here instead of the loud. "Ton, toko, toko, ton." It's now the quiet. "Ton, toko, toko, ton, ton." Yep.
With
That's
the
how you do stealth.
occasional gobbling when she finds something on the ground to eat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you guys are, Emberot got a 17, and what did you get?
Oh, hold on. I should probably click that. Normal roll. Big money, no whammies. I got 11. Let's go.
As you guys begin to kind of pull up, you hear something off in the woods. The cracking of bone and the cackling of wild dogs. The same sound as you had heard before whenever these hyena creatures invaded.
That's creepy. Do you hear the animals? We must be getting close. I say over to Rox or Eric.
Yeah. Do you have anything ranged that you can use?
I do have a crossbow, but what am I needing to shoot?
Because it's a little hard for me and Bailey here to sneak since we've got so much stuff, but you never know what you might need. I've traveled long enough. You'd be surprised. But I don't think you have all that much. Maybe you can use those long little arms you got over there and kind of go from tree to tree, while Bailey and I just stay here on the main road. And if something pops up, you'll be able to sneak off, and we'll be able to scamper away and let you have some fun.
Oh, so you're telling me to play a little bit more stealthy?
Yeah, you play stealthy in the trees above. I'm assuming this is a somewhat forested area, because everything around the map kind of has some trees mostly everywhere, and then I hug whatever side that Ember Rot's kind of sneaking through. Not as stealthily, but I mean, we're not exactly trying to raise a dinner bell.
Okay. So you would like to kind of move forward through the trees and kind of go ahead and roll me a perception. Actually, kind of no need. Like you begin to move through and you peer through the trees. You see a small creek kind of uh, uh, moving across the path of like the sled tracks, and across that creek you see a small camp, and there are two gnolls, and with them are actually now I want you to go and roll me a perception check. You see two gnolls kind of sitting around a fire, and with them is just the fire. and with them kind of off like in the tree underneath like a shady spot is one of the Crinshars, like legs crossed, chin on its paws, kind of like breathing in like a nap. And you can see that they have like some small woodland animals, and with their like hyena jaws are like crunching and breaking them as they sit around this fire. Let's go ahead and move you guys over there. I think that Emberrot, you said you're off in the woods, right? So you kind of, as you approach the edge of this kind of like creek, and you peer through, you have a bit of a vantage point as this side of the creek is a little bit higher than the other. You see them, and Bailey, you said Eric and Bailey are trailing behind a little.
Yeah, we're trailing a little bit behind
Okay.
of the tree line that he's on his.
Okay. So this is, I would like Eric and Bailey, you guys go ahead and roll me a stealth check as you kind of come around the corner, out in the open a little bit. A 15. You see the Crinchar like flaps its ear and knocks a fly off of its ear, and like huffs a little bit, and they're just kind of like, they don't notice you.
I kind of Emerald starts to wave over to Eric, saying like hand gesturing to slow down and stop. And he's like, should we wait for them to in the most like hushed tone as he possibly can, knowing he can still hear them. Should we wait for them to wander off, or should we travel forward and fight them out?
I'm gonna shake my head no, and kind of like the little motion of a rifle with a little pew with the little recoil.
To firing at them?
Yeah. And I would. How away are they? Let me. Dandy, dandy. Try. They're 50, 60-ish feet. Yep.
It should be able to hit them.
I would like to ready an action for when he goes ahead and fire.
All right, so you guys are deciding to engage. What
Yes.
are your, okay, so go ahead and each of you are gonna get an action. You're gonna ready an action, and we're waiting for Emberrot. So Emberrot, what are you doing?
I'm gonna fire off a bolt.
Are their eyes
Yeah.
glowing like the other ones?
With your perception from this angle, you weren't able to tell.
Well, I'm not there, but I thought I should say it.
Yeah, no, that's it's very good. It's very good. Yes, from this angle, you weren't exactly able to tell. So you're gonna fire?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna shoot the closest one to us.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. A 20 will hit. 7 points of damage. All right. The arrow flies forward and lands in this unassuming creature. Actually, go ahead and roll with advantage. Oh shit. You have a special ability, I think.
My turn.
Surprise attack. If you hit a creature with an attack roll, it takes an additional 2d6 damage if it hasn't taken a turn in combat yet. Go ahead and roll an additional 2d6. $14 points of damage. It goes to take a bite, and it kind of like just stops moving as this arrow is like sticking out of the back of its head, and kind of it's like through the front of its mouth and through the small woodland animal that it was eating. Eric, what would you like to do?
Almost forgot I have myself muted there. I think as soon as the arrow flies, Bailey and I would like to kind of charge in.
Okay.
No, stop it. All right.
All right, it's 20. Yeah. Yeah. Through the rushing creek. Yeah. So that'll be difficult terrain for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of why I stopped there. And then if I am in range, I am
37 feet.
So to that guy there, I am. Hold on, no, not Bailey. I want Eric. Spells, vicious mockery, and I'm gonna say, your breath smells so bad I can smell it from here. And he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Nice. Does a 11 save?
It sure does.
Oh.
He was smart enough to know to brush his teeth this morning.
Why, thank you. It's full of rotten meat. As you can see, rotting meat hanging from his jowls. You hear that? He can. Carl. He complimented me. And he pushes his friend, who falls over onto his back. At that point, they are alerted of your presence. So I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Well,
All right, nat 20. Take a point of inspiration. At this point, you see coming out of the woods, like carrying something in their mouth, another Crinchar at the over here. There you go. I'll roll Bailey's for you. Nice. All right. Emberat, you have the first initiative. What would you like to do?
Fire off another bolt.
All right. They are 53 feet away. Oh no. Hold on 1 second. You do have advantage because of the height difference, but I want to make sure that your weapon, like crossbow, 80 feet. Okay, yeah. So go ahead and roll with advantage because you are at a higher. You have the height advantage. Okay, 19 will absolutely hit. And because they have not taken a turn in combat, you're going to roll your damage plus 2d6. All right, 1d8. Okay, that's 9. Now roll your 2d6. That is 16 points of damage. This creature. Oh, absolutely. Wow. Don't press that button. You, same thing. Arrow right between the eyes, as he is also dead. That brings. Is that the? What else would you like to do with your turn, Imbarat?
I don't. I have.
Yeah, I have a movement and bonus action.
Probably move. Actually, no. I'll just keep past my turn.
All right. That brings us to Eric's turn. What would you like to do, Eric?
I am trying to figure out deselect this measure tool so I can. I didn't really roll Bailey just because I'm kind of riding
Bailey's
Bailey.
right there with you. Yeah, she's right there with you.
Yeah.
She's next in combat.
But and now I can't. 15. Right. 15-ish feet. 15-ish feet. Kind of trudge forward. And then guys, in a very, very out of the blue, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Oh yeah.
This time
Dog.
on this guy.
All right.
And say, see, this is what happens to bad dogs.
Oh. And we're all set. Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Does a
These
12
dogs
save?
have some fortitude and annoying.
Mm-hmm.
It saves.
We need to get your saving throw up, man. All right.
Do.
All right. Or you need to start casting spells that don't rely on that ability. Or you can do anything else with your turn.
Nope. I'm pretty happy.
All right. Oops. Go ahead and add this guy to combat. Sweet. So the Crenshaw in combat is this guy up here. He is going to rush forward to about here. And are you 5 feet away? You are. And he is going to try to bite you. Does a 19 hit?
Yep. 19 hits.
Absolutely. All right.
I'll allow
And
it.
3 points of damage as he bites you.
Okay.
And then that brings us to Emberat. It's your turn.
Think I'm gonna. Move 2 feet closer and fire my crossbow out.
I think you were at 80 feet where you were. I think I measured it, but sure. Yeah. You're in range.
Do I attack with advantage?
Yes,
Yes.
you have the high ground.
Yeah. And it hasn't gone in combat yet.
Which one?
This one, the one he's targeting.
The one, yes, the one that one down there does not have Let's see. Yeah, you see if you're within 80 feet. Yes, you are within 80 feet. You can hit it. 14 hits. So go ahead and roll 1d8 plus 2d6. Dude, that's Emberot's pretty bad to the bone.
He's got the DPS.
14 damage. It's very specific, but yeah. 14 damage. Yeah, absolutely. That one's wrecked and ruined.
He's just doming everything in the head, and it's all because of my guidance and wisdom. Although I'm really confused because every time I target something and then it dies with an arrow, and this time I targeted something and the arrow went somewhere else.
All right.
So now
all right.
I'm just waiting.
Is that your turn, Emberet?
I want to go and use my bonus action to do healing word.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
I'm good for right now, but sure. D4 plus modifier.
Oh, nice. You get 8 hit points back.
And I missed 3.
I didn't heal so much.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Like
I appreciate
the visions of sped up footage of like animals being overtaken by like natural decay and maggots crawling over them, leaving just bones, and like mushrooms popping up and then wither, like that twisting kind of like stop motion sped up footage of like animals like going through the natural process of decay, and like there's an upside down spinning chair like in the ring, and then like a person in a casket, and just like crows like flying off in the distance flash before your eyes as you're healed for 8 hit points, as the god of death grants this power to Emberot, the cleric of death.
Yep. What everyone else sees, the blood in the river just kind of flows back upstream and into me. But for
And
me,
into you, yeah.
it's quite a trip.
Absolutely terrific. Terrifying. Horrific rather. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, Eric, that's on you. The Crinchar in front of you, like the skin peels back on its face, its mandible opens up like the predator, and it's like and right at you and Bailey.
I am getting really upset with these things, not just wanting to accept the facts that their breath smells and they've been bad. So I pull out my rapier and I go to stab.
All right, make an attack roll.
And
oh no, Bailey freaks.
tremendously.
Bailey like bucks.
Yeah,
as it
I am not
yells.
scared of this thing, but yeah, as it starts to do its thing,
Bailey does not like it.
yeah, face
miss.
peels back and all that other stuff. And
A
Bailey
horsefly bites Bailey right on her back haunch, and she's like kicking and trying to get it off.
Yeah, I'm just, and I am stupendously flustered right now. What the heck is going on?
All right, is that gonna be your turn?
Yep.
All right, Bailey is going to
Yes, I added it.
You added it.
That's
so funny. That's so funny. Bailey picks up the barbed scimitar and takes a swing at the thing, and it doesn't hit. It's even with disadvantage. So yeah, she like swings it around like a dog sword fighting with their owner, which is a really cute TikTok if you haven't seen it. And nothing happens. Then that brings us to the Cringear's turn.
Have
go ahead. Sorry.
A bitten.
Oh,
whatever. Bitten bridle. That's what it is. Dear Lord.
Yeah.
And she has a sword fitted. And that's, yep. Because Bailey's a badass.
All right, I need everybody to roll a wisdom saving throw or else be feared. Bailey's freaking out. Bailey's absolutely freaking out.
I just rolled for Bailey, but it's still a fail.
Oh, okay.
So-
and I need
I'm immune.
Emberrot, you guys are not scared at all. Bailey's freaking out as this thing does a frightening roar. And flips its skin back and is screaming at you guys. That'll bring us to Emberrot's turn.
I'm gonna fire off another arrow.
Okay. A 12 meets it, beats it. That's gonna do it. Three damage total.
Yep.
It plunks in, and it's not nearly as effective as your previous. You gonna do anything else with your turn?
No.
All right. That brings us to Eric.
Okay. For starters, I am once again going to use the rapier. I am
Okay.
super, like I said, super upset that last time Bailey kicked, and now he's trying to scare Bailey for a 14.
All right. 14's gonna hit.
For once, I did something. This was all me, guys.
All right. 8
8
damage.
points
Nice. Absolutely dispatch of this creature.
And just like a matador, right in one of the vertebras, boom, instant death. And immediately afterward, as it slouches, I scratch Bailey's ear and I say, "See, monster went bye-bye. It's okay, Bailey. You did good."
The trees begin to rattle. You hear cracking and breaking. The trees peel back in front of you. And emerging, this visage of a giant monster. 12 glistening eyes, fangs dripping with poison. Webs spinning as it's rolling up a Crenshaw. Its head begins to twist. The fangs begin to fall apart, and Sprig's head opens up. Oh, well, that took you long enough. I know where they're hiding. Follow me, she says, as her head and that is where we're going to take a little bit of a break.
Wonderful.
What a cliffhanger. That's
Mhm.
fucked up.
We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, guys. 5-10 minutes. We'll take just a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the stream. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back. All right. Imbarat and Eric, you guys follow the form of Sprig as a spider like crawling through. She's got these like tunnel webs that she's made. You can see all various like Crenshaw and Knowles like tied up, and like webbed up. Um, inside there, maybe like 10 or 15 of them. And as you guys approach, you crest over the hill and you see this like ruined castle. And you see maybe 100 of them like moving about in different camps. They're in like different patrols. And I mean, it's absolutely swarmed. Go ahead and roll me a perception check as you guys look over this.
Guys, I did it.
Oh.
I did a thing.
Nice. You notice with a nat 20, what you notice is being drug out from or not even drug, like walking. You see Jackie B walking over to like an altar, the stone altar, and holding her arms up as she's being like bound in front of this large crystal that's like thrumming, right? And you begin to see like all of the creatures chanting, and like the it's starting to like, as they begin to chant, the glow begins to get a little brighter, and you begin to see sparks of the Æther inside it. And you begin to see like almost like a portal start to begin to form as they're beginning to cast like some sort of ritual. You also notice that with all of these moving patrols, I mean, there's like 100 of them. It would be almost impossible. Sprig kind of climbs down in her spider form to a small tunnel that has like water pouring out of it. And her head like shapes back into like the Sprig head. This leads into the dungeons. I believe this is where they're hiding everyone. Quickly, we can get them out.
And that's what we're doing. Or at least that's what I'm doing.
All right. So you guys begin to like, and you almost have to like stomach crawl or whatever. Bailey is like outside. She's like, she can't quite fit.
Yep, Bailey. I think Bailey's posting up at a tree nearby or whatever, like a getaway driver.
She sits down and she pulls out like the scimitar in her mouth, and she waits.
Practicing
All
her
right.
arm buttons.
Yeah. She's like smacking it against the tree and stuff. All right. You guys begin to crawl through. And as you crawl through the dank darkness, let's see. Spio, do we have that map ready? Oh, there we are. Nice. We come back to Aoife and Denali.
Uh-oh.
The door opens up. Denali, you remember where they have kept, where they like took all of your things off of you, and they're keeping them. They're keeping them in this room over here.
Hold on. Map hasn't updated yet. Okay, where?
This room over here at the bottom left.
Oh, you're pigging. Okay.
Yep. and you
All
know
right.
that the stairs up are like over here
Okay.
in the bottom right.
Sweet.
So what would you guys like to do?
Have we picked the locks yet?
I think we're out by now,
Yeah, you guys pick the lock.
so we're
Okay.
wandering.
Yeah. Can you guys see the map?
Well,
Okay.
I guess I will. Can I go to the left? Could I go this way?
So are you guys like, how are you guys moving through?
Definitely stealthily.
And
Okay.
I'm following closely behind because he like
Nice.
towers over me, so I'm like in his shadow.
Perfect.
Hiding behind him. So go ahead and roll stealth checks.
Okay. Game PC stealth fully +1. What? Okay.
Do we get
More.
advantages because no one knows we're out?
Potentially. Maybe it just lowers the DC. Who knows?
I
Got
Oh,
an 18. Nifa got a 10. As you come around the corner, you like hold your hand back and stop Aoife from stepping on like some manacles that are kind of on the ground, and you guys kind of duck down a little bit as you see oh, there. Oh, that's
Denali,
not
I'm
the
just
one.
gonna be your shadow, okay?
okay.
You see a couple gnolls, right? Like walking by.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I
Um,
would very sneakily.
Hold on. And
Okay.
they're like walking by and they're holding like hey, you know, I hate that they make us do this. All right, it's terrifying. You heard that Groshgok got his arm cut off last time? I mean, this is dangerous work, and they don't even give us extra pay. As they begin to like walk over to this like center area here. All
Yeah.
right. I'm not throwing it in. You throw it in. And they have like half of a cow. It's like this big haunch of meat. It's like a half cow. Okay, you're the smart one. And they open this little gate, and inside you see that large dire hyena.
Oh my
right?
god, my
Like
puppy!
it pokes his whole face out. I mean, it's like 4 feet long, and they throw it through, and he's like, okay, here you go, and it grabs both him and the thing, and it pulls him in. He's, oh no, I shouldn't have listened to you. Ah! And like blood splatters out. The guy's like covered in blood, and he's like, oh man, I'm telling you, they gotta pay us more for this. And he goes to close the cage, and
Okay.
and the dire wolf like bashes back out, and it breaks the door of the cage off. He's like, hey, you know what? I'm fucking out of here. And this guy, he's like, I hate this place, and he runs off and kind of disappears.
Okay. Does the hyena just start chowing down?
Oh yeah, he's like, oh.
Okay. How much time do you think we have before he stops eating whatever he's eating?
You turn to Aoife. I'm guessing he's asking you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
if he starts to come out, I can probably let him chase me around the area since I might be a little faster. And I
Okay.
hop around.
I'd like to sneakily go over here.
Do you hop around him in a circle when you
Yeah,
say that?
basically, I'll
Might be a little
distract
faster.
him.
All right. All right, so you guys are gonna try to sneak past. Okay, so you
Yeah.
guys get about. You know, you guys are. You're completely like, you're moving past the open area where this thing could see you, and you see like the large haunches of its shoulders, and you can hear the crunching of it eating, and there's nothing in between you and it, just some space. I would like,
It's so
um,
cute.
I would like both of you guys to roll stealth checks again.
Okay.
As you guys begin to move past.
Oh, oops. Oops. What did I do? Was that me or you? That was you, huh?
Aoife rolled a 19 on her stealth check, as
Okay.
fear is a great incentivizer.
Ooh,
Both of you
baby.
roll 19s, and you guys like, at one point it kind of, you think it's gonna look up, and the guy's like, you hear the Noel, he's like, it was dangerous. I was wrong. And it
Should I
like
go pet
back
it?
and forth and like flinks it.
Just
Um,
kidding. Just kidding.
and it kind of like begins to like, it kind of walks away a little bit out of your vision, and you're not for sure like exactly where it is inside this area. It's just no longer in the opening.
Okay. Well,
Okay, where'd you guys like to go next?
over here.
Over there. Go, and you guys go ahead and roll perceptions for me as well.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, okay. 13.
We may be a little blind.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. All right. So you guys are walking around.
Oh,
Where do you go?
oh god.
As
I'm
all
trying
you
to get
hear is
to our items, so
Mhm.
I'm going this way.
Okay.
I'm a shadow. I followed
All right, that's
behind.
fine. Okay. Um, all right.
Okay.
Come on, big guy, keep us safe.
This way.
Uh-huh. As you guys peer around that door, you see um a couple gnolls kind of sitting around here, right? And they're like they're like rolling dice on this table, and they're like very like fevered and kind of into it.
Okay. Can we sneak this way?
Hold on. As and then what you didn't, so that's what you notice, right? And there's on this guy, there's like a set of keys kind of dangling from his side. You guys are like on either side of the door peering around. They don't notice you. What you don't see is over here in the wall, kind of peering through like this small hole in a grate. Emberot. Let me go ahead and, oh, where are we at? Current game PCs. Emberot and Eric. You guys are like kind of up on this grate, and you're like, psst, psst. And Sprig in spider form behind them. Kind of, you guys are like at this grate. There's a little bit of like water dripping out of it underground, and you guys can see both of them, and you see the four guys around there, but they don't see you.
Hmm.
Spio, since you are Sprig, I will, you are here. Oh wait, that's not the right one. Where's the Sprig giant wolf spider form? And Raja. Oh,
Yeah, that thing
is
is
Raja
large
there
and in
too?
charge. No, Roger stayed back at camp.
Roger
He's with
stayed back.
Nan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're having some quality time while getting stuff situated.
Takes love to make a house a home.
Yep. So do we see them see the gnolls?
Yeah, they're like focused on these gnolls, and you guys are like trying to get their attention, but it's not working.
I think. Do we want to intervene, or should we try and run a distraction? Could try and throw a pebble over to like here or something so that they can sneak by, but
You guys are like in the top of the wall and like a small opening.
You've been picking up ball bearings.
I have been
Oh,
collecting
you have been
all of my ball
collecting ball
bearings.
bearings. Mm-hmm.
So I will pose the question to Ember Rot, because right now Sprig is a spider and I don't speak spider.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll a luck check. Go ahead as you ask him that.
Well, okay, it's a whisper, but yeah.
Mhm.
So should
What-
we run distraction,
Oh,
or should we leave them be?
do we see the? Do we know? So do we know they're over there, or
Yeah,
You
we
guys
see
can
that.
see them,
Yeah, we can see.
but they can't see you.
Yeah, Aoife and this new guy, and we can see probably this guy at the table.
You can see all three of those guys, or you can see all
Okay.
four of them. You can see all four of
Okay.
them playing dice. You can see the whole scene.
Yeah.
You
So
cannot see the dire wolf in its cage.
correct. So we know that they're right next to him. Do we want?
Mhm.
Do we want to throw like a ball bearing or something over here to distract them, so that way they can try and slip past, or do we leave them be? That's the question I'm asking.
oh, I think we should throw a ball bearing. See if we
Alright.
can.
So I will boop, hand out the grate, and then just like flick a ball bearing over in this general direction, and then kind of sneak back into the shadows. Schlunk.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a deception check for me.
Guys, I'm also not all that great at these. A 10.
A 10.
Is it loud enough for them to notice?
Well, that's what we're gonna do. I think they're all like they're around this table and they're barking and stuff. What was that? Okay, so that is
The ball
Wait a
bearing
minute.
happens to land
Ping,
at the
ping,
same
ping, ping,
time
ping.
the dice are rolled.
Yeah. No. They noticed the ball bearing. And the creature, the snow over here. What are we looking at? Wait a minute. What's this? And he picks it up.
Yeah. So it was over in that.
I knew.
So I don't know who moved.
I knew it. You cheating son of a bitch.
Oh
and he,
my god.
And he walks over here the whole time, and he punches this guy in the face, and the guy goes like falling backwards.
How much damage does
and,
he take?
It's about to
you
be
see
a brawl.
blood spurt out of his nose. I didn't cheat. I'm no cheater. You're a cheater. And he gets up, and these guys begin to fight. This guy here, is gonna reach over and try to grab some of the money.
Which one?
The one that's closest to them.
Wow.
I think he got some cash.
And
Good for
this guy over here. Yeah.
We know who to
He's
loot
like,
when they're dead.
hell yeah, that's what I'm talking. Get him. He's been cheating this whole time. Completely distracted, the three of them. And this guy's like, well, I've got to take a piss. Don't kill him while I'm gone. And he like walks this way, right? And kind of like turns around and walks kind of in between you two as you guys are on either side of the door. And wait a
Where's the
minute.
bathroom?
He said, you say to you're supposed to be chained up. And like he begins to talk.
Okay, I'm gonna jump on him and cover his mouth and drag him away from the door.
You're going to try to do that? Aoife, are you
Yeah.
going to do anything in this moment?
I'm gonna try to help.
You're going to give him the help
Yeah,
action? All right, so
the help action
go ahead.
is always available.
Go ahead and roll
And I'm gonna be as scary as I possibly can to get him to shut his stupid mouth.
All right,
or
so
I'll
go
kill him.
go ahead and roll an athletics check for me.
Both of
Okay.
us.
No, just that would be just Denali, and do so with advantage because Aoife's like giving you the help action to like
Okay.
jump on top of him.
Ooh, dirty
20.
20, baby.
All right, he's
What about the intimidation roll? Can I roll that?
Well, yeah. So you guys like are begin like wrestling around, right? You notice as Denali's wrestling this guy, although he's like this skinny, lithe elf, it's like almost like Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He's got this guy wrapped up, he's got his hand over his mouth. One of the guy's arms are like bending in a strange direction, and he's like wincing in pain. He's got him in a toe hold. Like he's just got his toe pulled in a way that all of his ligaments are like stretched out and stuff. And the guy actually takes at the beginning of the turn 1d4 damage. So go ahead and roll a d4 in damage at the beginning of your turn as you're like wrestling this dude.
Where's that?
Just a d4.
In the chat?
Yeah. In the chat, you'll see the little four-sided. You'll see a little pyramid dice, small one. Nice. He takes 2 points of damage as Denali's kind of like
Manhandling this guy.
kind of messing this dude up, yeah, with nothing on him. He's got the chain. He's got his manacles kind of, and you guys, the intimidation. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check and do so with advantage.
Ooh.
17. Yeah, this dude's like, you can see his eyes are wide, and he stops trying to fight you, right?
Okay.
As this all ensues,
Mhm.
I say to Emberrot and Sprig in a very hushed tone,
Mhm.
leader, as we kind of make our way.
You say what?
Leader? Yeah.
Leader. Oh, to
Leader.
yourself. And point to
No.
yourself.
Yeah, I point to myself and say leader as I say this to Emberrot and Sprig. Because again, this is how Eric sees himself.
After you
Nice.
say
Like,
that,
right,
you feel like
that's the
these
theory.
two giant, hairy spider forelimbs like caress over your shoulders a little bit.
Yummy.
I know. Leader.
All right, so would you guys you guys got this guy subdued, and you guys are like sitting up there waiting. These guys are like fighting.
Can I see a path? Do I know if there's a path, this way? Can you see where I'm pinging? No?
Where at? Let me ping again.
How do I ping?
Hold
Just
down.
left click, press and hold left click. Oh, right there.
Yeah. Is there a way over here, or do I have to go?
Which color are you?
How do I get here? Where the stuff is? Do I have to go past these guards, or can I go to the left?
It looks like there's an opening here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So can I is there such thing as
Can you break this
you
guy's
know-
neck? Make him go night night.
Whoa! I was just gonna put him to sleep. Jeez Louise!
He feel like whispers in your ear from underneath her dark cloak. Can we just break his neck and make
Break
him
his
go
neck.
night night?
Night night. Do it.
Evil.
Oh,
So-
dude, night, do it. She says, "Oh shit."
Yeah, just a
I
little
mean, you would do.
do it.
If he has like one of those scimitars at his side, and because he's grappled, you would get advantage, and it would be sneak attack damage. I think.
I can stab him with his own scimitar.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
just has it in her hand.
I'm pretty sure I'd know how to choke someone out. Is that not something I could just put him in a
Well,
lion choke?
yeah, they take a D4 damage at the beginning of every round. You have them grappled, so yeah, that's what you're doing effectively is choking him out. So go ahead and roll a D4 damage, and then Aoife, if you want to do your sneak attack, go ahead. And then the guys in the tunnel, what do you guys want to do?
How do I can't see the top of the right side of the D&D thing anymore. Like it's-
F5.
It's like cut off. There we go. Maybe.
F5 refreshes the page. It does it to me sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to roll damage, right? D4.
Yep.
Yep. So he takes 4 more points of damage. Aoife, he looks like
I'm gonna
easy.
stab him.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him. All right, go ahead and roll with advantage. Yeah.
Wait, did I do this wrong? The sneak attack.
So roll a d20 with advantage.
Yeah. And it's gonna be scimitar.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you're proficient with it or not, though.
It's fine. You're proficient with whatever you had on him. It's just chill.
Like this?
Just like that. Yep. An 18 will absolutely hit him.
Damn,
So now go ahead. What is scimitar damage?
A d6.
D6.
It's a
Okay, so
reasonably short sword.
roll 2d6 then.
2 of them?
Yep.
It should be 3 because of sneak attack now. Or no, it is just 1. Oof.
1d6. Okay, so it's 7 plus your dexterity modifier, which is 4. So yes, absolutely. This guy goes night night.
The scimitar
Wow.
just like
Motherfucker.
goes
Does this guy
into
have the
his
keys?
stomach and then-
He's like whispering to him. Zoom.
Does the guy have the keys? This guy did not have the keys. The guy who has the keys is like
No, but this
standing
was
at
the
the
guy-
edge of the
This
table.
guy has the money!
Right, I'm gonna
But he
take
did have
money.
money. All right, yeah. He has you notice so he has 10 gold pieces on him.
Nice.
Get that.
All right.
I had 5 gold pieces to Aoife. And then
split
and then
it,
then
right
it's
now. Like
quickly-
we'll divide it up right now.
We're just having a deal.
I don't know anybody else besides her. She helped me get out, so let's do this. Can I run as quietly and quickly as I can over here?
I want to hold the doggy.
So you
Oh, no.
you guys hold on. You notice as you get up, you're like, yeah, and you hand her the 5 gold. You guys all see kind of peering around the corner the large head of the dire hyena, attracted by the sounds of the violence. And behind you hear
Do I go, oh, I got a treat? And I try to throw this body at him.
go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll an animal handling for me.
I can't, I'm
As-
giggling.
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Can I try?
Okay.
You just like let go of the guy, right? She like throws it, and then his body like goes. Oh, his body like goes. Oops. How do I? There we go. His body goes like right there in front of you, as you like put, and he just falls over dead. And it bares its teeth. And all the hair stands up on the back of its neck. I would like everybody to roll a initiative. This is going to be a little bit of a modified initiative.
Do we need to roll in the vents as well, or no?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys
Okay.
you guys can see that it like all of a sudden like come around the corner.
Where is it? Just right here. Oh.
What does affects bonus initiative mean?
Some of these,
I cannot.
for some reason, I can only roll
Uh,
initiative for some of them.
I think your character gets a bonus to their initiative. It says +4. It's because you have a racial.
Oh shit! Nice.
So I think you add your proficiency bonus to
I
your
can never
initiative.
find my initiative, just so you know.
Just go to the
So
swords.
character sheet under attributes tab, and then in the top section with your name. So like where there's the tabs for attributes, inventory, it's right above biography.
Oh, okay. Do I just
On the
click
far
that?
right. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And then
okay.
it'll bring up roll, just roll normal. There you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Do I roll the other one too?
You're in the initiative order now. All right. So we're gonna roll a bit of a modified initiative. And yeah, that guy's dead. All right, cool. So we're gonna roll a bit of a modified initiative. You guys, you're kind of trapped between a rock and a hard place. You're separated, and you're trying to get to your gear. This is going to be a skill challenge. All right. Fighting this thing completely unarmed will mean death. Right?
I need my gloves.
Yeah, this will mean death fighting this thing, especially unarmed, trapped inside this like labyrinth, right? And like in these small things, it will just chase you down and eat you. So this you using your abilities to create distance, escape, slow it down, give yourself an advantage. We're going to roll and whenever you succeed, you want to succeed. We need to have 5 successes before we get 5 failures. At 5 failures, basically the wolf is going to eat someone. Right? It's bigger than you, it's faster than you, it's more powerful than you in this state. So without you guys being creative and creating advantages with what the tools and the abilities you have available to you, is gonna get you. Oh, dude, is it at the bottom of the initiative order too? You're so lucky.
It
Sprig.
is.
You're so lucky. All right, Sprig, it's on you.
Ember, right? You feel something like crawl over you. I'm just gonna do a little and bite this dude.
Oh shit. Sprig is in full on I don't care, just murder them all mode. Okay. So you go up and you bite him. That is going to deal you are going to attack him. You are going to deal damage. All that's going to happen. These guys are going to they're going to like freak out and they're going to focus on Sprig, right? And so that is a success.
The guy who's dead had a roll for initiative. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. That brings us to these gnolls' turns. They are going to together try to all 3 of these gnolls are together going to try to like get the spider off of their friend and kind of basically try to tie up Sprig. So they're going to make a grapple check. And I'm going to give them advantage just because they're all doing it together. So that is going to be a 19. Sprig, athletics or acrobatics to stop their grapple. Oh God. As they can't get a hold of this spider, and like one of them's holding onto this giant wolf spider. Like now we're talking about a wolf spider that is like a Halloween inflatable size wolf spider.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely it's the size of
Yeah.
like a papasan. You know, it's absolutely huge.
Is it poisonous?
Yes, all spiders are poisonous.
Venomous.
Or they're venomous rather. All spiders are venomous. They might also be poisonous, which would be equally terrifying.
It would.
Yes, there are 2 snakes in the world that are venomous and poisonous, which is just why? Why, God? What did we do to you? You like
Because nature said something needs to die, and this is how I do it.
you built this world to specifically terrify us like that? Like,
Yep.
what did we do? What did we do to deserve that? Okay. So they are going to, that is, they did not succeed at grappling you.
Nice.
So that is,
What the fuck? That's amazing.
yep. So we got a success.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like
Nice.
sneak attack bit one, so I imagine they're like starting to weaken because of the poison. So it's basically a 2-on-1 instead of a 3-on-1, as the other one's like falling down to their knee.
I'm not a cheater. I'm not. I never cheated. He falls down, and several rigged dice fall out of his sleeve and all land on a 6.
They were playing.
I knew it.
I knew it.
All right. That is going to bring us to Eric. What would you like to do in this So you guys have 1 success, no failures. What would you like to do in this moment to try to give yourself some advantage here?
So I can see the wolf from here, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's large. It's terrifying, and you know that if it catches somebody, they're dead.
Sweet. So that's exactly right. I would like to use the little sugar thing. I just don't know if a cantrip is fine or if I need to use a spell slot to do the little wild magic surge.
Oh. Okay.
I want
A
to
cantrip's
throw
fine.
some spice in this. Okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
guys, it's completely new. It's different. You've never seen it before.
Well,
It's vicious mockery. But zhuzh it up with a little wild magic.
With the wild magic surge.
Shenanigans.
Nice. Okay. So the first wild magic surge that everybody voted on goes off, and I'll roll the wisdom saving throw for 1 to see if that does anything.
Yes,
Does a
it finally
7
hit.
save?
It finally goes through.
A 7 doesn't save. What do you say to it?
Okay, I'd received a link that had a whole bunch of witty comments, and it's not working right now. I'm gonna say that even Courage the dog would not be scared of you.
oh shit.
It looks at you and it begins to like laugh, and as it does, all of this like whipped cream begins to like foam up and come out of its mouth. It's like a dog who ate something they shouldn't have, and it starts to pile up and foam up around it, and it's just like it hits the ground and it just starts getting larger and larger and larger, and it becomes like this almost 10-foot bubble that's like just like filling up, and it's just whipped cream everywhere. I'm gonna call that a success.
Let's go.
As 1 more success. Okay, 3 more, and you guys, but you guys need to move. So where are you going?
Me or the other people? I'm
You.
in a vent.
You're not gonna climb out?
Nope. I don't
Alright.
think he can climb in, and I think that's the safer position.
All right, so you're gonna stay right there. Remember the goal is to get to the armory. Before.
I have my stuff.
All right.
This motherfucker.
Listen, I've got a plan. Okay. All right, Aoife. On you. This thing is like covered in like all of a sudden whipped cream. It just vomited whipped cream that just continued to expand like just strangely at like elephant toothpaste. It just began to like completely encapsulate it. You can't even see like the dire wolf anymore
My
because
stomach
of
growls.
like. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take this chance to try to go towards the armory.
Okay, which way?
Pick number 3.
Yeah,
on the
that
log.
way.
You're gonna go that way. Are
Yeah.
you gonna? And I'm assuming that you're gonna bring Denali with you, probably.
Yes.
Like you and Denali both run. Okay, we'll have both you and Denali run. Let's see.
Or should I go? No, because he has his.
Are you dashing?
Because technically, I can get there faster with my rabbit stuff, right?
Just yeah. Just,
Well,
can I tell her where to go?
I guess you could. But I think
Maybe we should stay together though.
yeah. It's like think of it less like a combat where of each person's turn, but more of like a God of War like button mash action scene where you have like Simon Says, right? And if you fail, like something happens, but you get to try again. But if you fail too many times, so I think like this is like everybody running together, right?
Yeah, at least if we stick together, one of us will have a chance.
Okay, so I think you guys can. I think you guys like rush up this way, right?
He's pretty tall.
And as you're rushing, the wolf it peers its head out, and you can hear it slipping and sliding behind you, and it's like right on your heels, right? As it like bites over top of this small wall, and like the barrels like shatter. What ability are you gonna use to try to kind of escape and kind of dodge the hyena as it's like on your heels, like rushing? Would you like to like acrobatics, athletics, maybe
Acrobatics.
you like to use acrobatics?
I'm
Okay.
going to maybe I should throw Aoife, like a cheerleader, across the room
You're gonna throw me.
so she can
Yeah.
across the wall.
You have the hop ability, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have any ability that you would like to add to this, you can potentially roll with advantage if it's like makes sense, or if you want to save it or what, that's fine as well.
Do I hop around it maybe to make sure it doesn't
Or
bite
maybe
me?
like as it goes to snap at you, you like hop on its head and like kick it or something.
Oh, I could. Or I
Okay.
could. Do I sit on it and hope for the best?
Rabbit hop. Oh, like try to ride it.
Try to ride the damn thing, keep it
Oh, is that what you're
distracted,
gonna do?
and
Like
say,
jump on the
"Denali,
back
go!"
of it? Oh, and like pull its ears and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah. Okay. I'll say that rabbit hop to do. Okay, yeah. And then in acrobatics to stay on.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. As you want to like stop it in its tracks and kind of distract it. So go ahead and
Yeah.
roll in acrobatics for me to see if you can do that, and do so with
it-
advantage because of your rabbit hop, because you're gonna use rabbit hop. Now I will say that 23. Absolutely, that's a success. That's 3 successes, guys. You jump onto the back of it,
You're
like
gonna
in
be
its
my new
face,
puppy.
it's snapping at you. You're jumping on its back, giving kind of space for some of the other people to kind of distracting it, but throwing yourself in the line of fire. That brings us to Denali. Now I'll
He's
say
so
that
soft.
next turn you can't use 2 abilities back to back. So Denali, you can't use acrobatics this turn because Aoife used it last turn. And Aoife, you can no longer use acrobatics during this encounter.
I'm gonna hold the fuck on. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
or rabbit hop.
Or rabbit hop.
Yeah, that's how these like skill challenges work.
Denali, run, man.
All right. So you see Aoife's on the back, like had hopped onto the back of it. What would you like to do?
We need them gloves.
Are you Denali?
Sorry.
All right. And
What were you asking?
what would you like to do? And we have 2 minutes before our cutoff.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh.
it's supposed to simulate like an intense chase scene.
Well, I'm gonna die if the sleep catches me. So,
Run.
what do I gotta do?
What would you like to do?
Well, I'd
You'd like to make it
Um,
to just try to make it to the room?
yeah.
Would you like to stop it in some way? Okay. Would you? Are you going to use Are you going to use any abilities to try to escape this thing?
Well, I was.
Now Aoife is currently riding the Pepperino.
It's mine.
I think you have a. I think you have an ability. If I can be so bold as to your astral step.
Yeah, but I kind of linked that to the gloves. I guess I don't need to.
That's true. That's true. But they don't. That's not where the power comes from. So digging deep inside, I think,
I see light. What's inside?
mhm. Or you could use your you could use your you want to blind it, maybe use an arcana, and it,
Yeah, I could use Arcana. What is that? Let's see. Learn magic. Is that what that does?
Mhm. All right. So like you guys see like these lights begin to spin and dance around Denali as like he's an atom. Like these are electrons spinning around an atom, and they like fly forward. And as he does, he also his whole body is engulfed into light, and he becomes like a long chain of like kind of like atomic energy, and he like he like completely like kind of
Goku teleports.
yeah he like discorporates and then like or disapparates and then like reapparates by on the other side of the door over here by the things. But I need you to roll an arcana check to see
Okay.
if you can control the magics enough to kind of blind the hyena.
Okay. That is
19, I'm going to say that's an absolute success as well. It snaps and bites at you, but at the last second you were pure light as this like strange astral energy, and you fly away. And then that brings us to Imberat. Imberat, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna hop out the vent
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna make it all the way over here.
Okay.
I think that's the spot. Hold on.
You can go right here in the doorway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire off a bolt at
The hyena.
Yeah.
Nice. Go ahead and make an attack roll. And what are you trying to do here? Like distract it or
Kill it.
kill it?
Yeah.
The bolt flies by, barely missing Aoife.
Gotta
Miss.
kill me.
As it pings against the wall. That's one failure. It now like bears down and looks at you. And that brings us to its turn. It rushes forward towards you, right? Aoife still on its back. And I think that pins you down to the ground, bearing its teeth and its fangs on you. And you feeling the weight of its paw on your chest and the drip of like whipped cream and and drool and blood from the other creatures. It is going to it's gonna bite, right? And does an 11 hit?
For my armor class,
Yeah.
I got 15.
Okay. It misses you as you're like holding your hands out and stuff, and it's like snapping and biting at you, and you're like preventing it from actually biting you. And that is where well, okay. And then we cut back to Denali as you come into this room and you look up, and there you can see your gauntlets sitting right there in front of you, as well as all of the gear that everybody else was wearing, and just piles and piles of gold and jewels. I think Denali, you like slip your gloves on, and as you like punch them together, you see all these like arcane runes spinning around them, sparks come off of them and like fly in the air for a second before they like fly back into the gloves. You take like a breath and you open your eyes, and they're like glowing with that like golden light that like shimmers up in these like strange kind of tattoos along your body before disappearing. And you can see like a power coursing through you as you like you punch the door and it flies off its hinges, and you crack your neck and push one fist into the other. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Wait, does he get a
Fuck some
snarky
shit
thing
up.
to say? Yeah.
Yeah, do you have a
Does he what?
punchline?
Yeah, you got a punchline?
Punch first. Ask questions while punching.
It did like a little boxer's, like a 1-1-2. And then that is going to be it for this week. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Yeah, we'll raid somebody. Yeah, don't forget to raid, Spio.
Yeah, I won't. Yeah, thanks for joining,
right.
everybody. Appreciate you coming
Thanks
out.
for joining.
Yep.
Yes,
Thanks
thank
for
you so much for
watching,
coming out.
and
We love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thanks.
DMing
We're going to
Justin.
raid somebody.
Thanks to the
Oh,
players
absolutely,
for
guys.
joining us.
How many viewers do we have?
Yes, thank you so much.
Come back
1
next
million.
week.
It's crazy.
All of them.
Oh, no.
Every viewer, the people who are watching are the ones that matter. Love you guys.
Oh. Oh, there's like 12 people. That's a ton of people. Jeez Louise.
Adios, muchachos and muchachos.
Adios. Love you
Bye.
guys.
That was
Bye.
recorded,
Bye.
right?
Ciao.
I could listen to that.